Are you just watching videos to get entertained or to learn something from it? Even if you are learning something from it, is it truly your intention to be learned or you just want to be entertained? So let's say you go on YouTube, you just there's a really good video on how to be strong physically, and you start watching it and you go through the video, and that's good. You watched a good motivational video, but that is not going to help you in any way possible. You know why? Because you are not learning anything. That wasn't your purpose to go on YouTube. You just went there to be entertained. Your mind wanted to be entertained. Instead, if you actually uh, go on to YouTube and look for something specific, that's called intentional learning. And that's what most people are lacking. Most people lack intentional learning. You need to learn things that you actually want to and you need. Let's say you are a video editor. In that case, you would need to be intentional learner in the sense that you go on YouTube not to watch the results of other people, but to watch, let's say, hey, I can't figure out how to color grade in this particular lighting. So you would need to go in and say, okay, how to color grade this. That's called intentional learning. So start focusing on intentional learning and you'll see that most of the things that you watch is actually for the entertainment purposes. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't watch it. Me myself, I sometimes watch it whenever, let's say, I'm walking or I'm having some food or something like that. I tend to watch entertainment. I go on YouTube, I watch what's happening in global situations and also some other entertainment purposes as well. I listen to music for entertainment as well. And that is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when you have time and you're working on something, but you actually want to learn something that can actually elevate you. That need to be really, really intentional. If you have a really intended goal, then each of that thing has to be intentional, right? And what is it going to do is basically it's going to shift the dynamic of your mental model. It's going to make you to watch the videos that actually give you a sense of learning experience, not just learning experience, a sense of growth perspective. It's going to give you a mental model where everything that you do or learn or engage with is going to help you elevate in different eras of your life. And that need to be your goal every single day. If your goal isn't to incline every single day, then that is going to be an issue. Obviously, not all days are sunshine and beautiful rainbows. No, there are days where are gonna fall down. There are gonna be days there's gonna be no light. There are gonna be days that it's gonna be really, really dark. But even in those days make you who you really are. Those days are beautiful. I consider that dark is as important as light. So that darkness is going to help you build your character, help you build yourself. If you haven't seen darkness a single day, you are not the man you say you are. You need to see that darkness. That darkness is part of light. You know, most people, there's this argument, oh, there's demon, there's devil things going around here. But in my religious philosophical faith, there's a saying that everything is part of God, even the good and the bad. That devil or that darkness is also part of God, part of light. So even in that darkness, there's light. You try to figure out even in that darkness, it's kind of like this way. You know how when you turn off the light for a second, you can't see anything, and after a while you adjust to the light of that dimness, you adjust to that darkness. Even in that darkness, you can still try to see things, right? And that is because even in the darkness there's light, and that light will only follow from you. It'll follow from your truth. It'll follow from who you are as a person. Some people can see that darkness in a different way, but you as a person need to see it as a light. So once you try to see it as a light, that is going to give you a different type of power. Because most people, when darkness comes along, they would fall back to some sort of social norm of pessimism. But when you, as a person who knows that the darkness is just part of light, it's just part of God's light, you're gonna feel a different sense of power. You're gonna feel a power of genuine growth. You're gonna be like, okay, God given me this darkness. Yeah, light is beautiful. Even darkness is as beautiful as the light. You are gonna have the mental model where you're gonna look at it, look at the darkness and be like, hey, this darkness has been given to me to showcase my capabilities, not just showcase, but also learn something more that is needed for your character building, that is needed for your growth. And in that darkness, you need to do what? Intentional learning. You need to go in and say, okay, what is there that I need to learn from this darkness? Okay, that darkness is definitely there for a reason, but I'm gonna go in and actually learn some new things that is going to build my character, that is going to help me elevate in my daylight, in my life days. And once you start to build your model according to that, you'll see that everything feels a bit more powerful. It will feel powerful because even in the light or darkness, you will be the same person. It doesn't matter if it's light, dark, it's bad or good day, happy or sad day. Every day is the same day that is showered upon us by God. And once you look into that model, you will tend to find growth. You will tend to find a lot more than what you actually currently see. So start to do intentional learning. Start to learn with a purpose, with an intent that is going to give you a different sort of power. Hope you have a good one and stay on the growth.